slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do. Fighting till the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. I know everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. Feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die. Don't let it be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Sacrificing everything I know. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. I know everything I want tight. Want to let it go, want to make them all fight. Want to take control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to crown ourselves a champion here in the world of the DTM World Championships. Welcome everyone to the 4th round of Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club's Caribbean Motor Racing Championship. We are looking live here in Barbados for the Bushy Park Grand Prix. It is the Bushy Park finale here for the DTM World Championships. Directly after this, we will have round 4 of 5, the penultimate round of the Radical Caribbean Cup. Just 4 more races to go in that series, but today we have 30 minutes of racing, an action-packed everything all coming your way here today. You do not want to go anywhere. You do not want to miss it. Sunny skies here, and the day is looking absolutely wonderful here out in the circuit. So, as the drivers get ready to go racing, I just gotta ask you one question. Are you ready? Because this is about to be a storm that takes place here today. Do not go anywhere, as the action is just about to get underway. As the drivers do their last bit of practice out here. We say a warm welcome to everyone joining us in the stream side to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club as we are about to get today's round underway. As we just have 1 minute left here of practice. And then we are going to get qualifying underway for the final time. Double points out here today. All eyes are on two drivers here today. It's the X-Play duo that go to war. It's Marlon Young against Martin Webster for the championship. That's going to be for the overall title. But we cannot forget about the Caribbean leg that allows these drivers to get their ticket to Race of Champions for just the 4 rounds here in this Caribbean leg of this championship, so stay tuned for that. So we have some exciting racing coming up for you guys here today as we're just about to get this one started here. So, checkered flag is out. Last week's sweeper. And Adam, in the Mercedes, won this race against Marlon Young. Albeit in a bit of controversial fashion. But he was able to get the job done nonetheless. And he took victory just 7 days ago. Can he repeat it here today? We are going to find out shortly. He did take pole position. It was truly a sweep. And as all the drivers sit in pits ready to go now for this qualifying session, a lot of tension in the air. But time is going to run out very quickly. These drivers getting ready to go here and qualifying just like that. Underway here today for the final time in the DTM Championship. All the drivers scattering out pit lane. So, what action we have for you today? Do not go anywhere. This one is going to be good. So, qualifying. Getting underway now. I want to say a warm welcome to everybody tuning in here today. As I'm also here at the track. If I can just find myself over here. And I am. There you see me completely at the track. So, there you see all the drivers doing their opening laps out here. It's very crucial to get your laps done. These tracks are very short out here in the Caribbean, so there's not much time to play around here. 8 minutes only that the drivers have around here, but you can see beautiful bright skies around here, so no chance of rain. All the drivers are gonna be close together, so it's gonna be a lot of communication to be staying out of each other's way. You see the two X-Play drivers just out there, Danny Nasir. I think I see Andrew Ryan just there in the corner over there. So, we're going to take it now trackside officially. Let's look at the live times and let's find out who is taking pole position here today. So, and as we watch live now, we see that Marlon Young is the first driver to come around here, and he's gonna come across the line. The time everybody's gonna be chasing is a 52.542. We already have 5 minutes and 55 seconds just left the qualifying, so not much time, but Adam is gonna put his name on the top of the board now. It is a 52.364, looking to go back-to-back pole positions. We love to see it. Who else do we see? Martin Webster, also a big player in this championship fight. Adam also looking for his ticket to ROC. He's up there with a big chance of scoring some points. Also got the likes of Andy Rees and Mike Van Dorn. But I only see Van Dorn in the session here. Let's take a look where... Ooh, bit of a lag there. As we see Marlon Young. Oh, he's having a bit of issues on track there. And hopefully he can get that one sorted out. Looking on board live with Andrew Roopnarine. As he looks to put in a quick time for his own. See what he can do around here. In his debut, a lot of these drivers have experience. Marlon Young, Martin Webster, Andy Rees. This is actually in the session here, my apologies. Danny Nasir, Van Dorn. They have all had a lot of experience around here. As you see, Oliver going up into 4th position there at the moment. So, live championship points calculation as we go through today's event. So, it's going to be a busy one here in the office. But we're going to watch Marlon Young. We're going to go driver's eye here. Brand new graphics for CMRSC, so hopefully you're loving what you see on the screen here. A lot more polished looking. We worked very hard for the past couple weeks as Andy Rees is going to take provisional pole in a time of a 52.145. So he's looking very quick, and there you see Young just dancing around the time that Andy Rees put up on the board. So we're gonna find out very shortly. At the end of this lap, there you see he is going quicker. He's got some improvement to his time. And Young, who's gonna come across the line now. Let's see what he can do. And no, it's 5/10 down to 52.685. We also see Webster putting in improvement in P4. There is Adam. Let's see what he can do on this lap. Looks like it's an out lap, so we're going to let him be this time around. Any improvements from any of the drivers out here? I think Andy is on another flyer, so we're going to stay with him live. And, ooh, a 10.5 down. And not what he wants. Staying with Andy Rees with the final 2 minutes and 16 seconds of this final qualifying session for DTM. Next week out, we head to Dover Raceway for the finale of the Radical Caribbean Cup. Andy cannot improve. That will only be a Radical race, so today is the last time we're going to be seeing these DTM cars until Race of Champions in November. But Adam finding some improvement here, just a bit. Driver's just getting out the way for him. And he's going to take provisional pole for himself, a 51.983. And already Andy Rees is going to try to respond. Oh, it's a big lockup. Just going down the dip. Couple corners left for him. Can he salvage this lap just a little bit? 51.983 to beat. Oh, unfortunately, he cannot do it this time around. That lockup costed him. Now, Marlon Young, eyes run him. What can he do? Improvements in his personal first sector. Very crucial to nail this one down. He's currently P4. His teammate, Webster, fighting for the championship, 5th. He also was leading the championship of his own in the Caribbean leg, so it might be a bit confusing as we get through this. We're going to try to make this as simple as possible for you folks at home. Marlon Young, though, across the line. No, cannot improve. 35 seconds left to go. Webster's called it quits in the pits. Andy is going to go off as well as Adam for another one. We're going to watch Van Dorn, see what he can do. And no improvement this time around, but they're on the final chance. As Adam, oh, he's exiting pits, so his qualifying is over with. Can we see Andy Rees take pole position here today? Time is up. Eyes are on this man who has been swapping that top 3 position. Van Dorn can't do anything. Oliver's done, as well as... actually, yeah, Marlon Young as well. So, checkered flag is out for all these drivers. Andy Rees around the chicane, onto the front straight for the final time. Crosses the line, it's provisional. No, it's pole position as it stands. Adam, what can he do about it? I don't think he can do anything. Andy Rees has taken pole position here at Bushy Park Circuit. Can we see Adam do anything? I did see him exiting pits, so I don't think he's gonna get a lap that's gonna count. No, he's not. That's gonna be it. Ruben Ryan is gonna come across the line. The final driver too, he is gonna stay P9. That is qualifying complete. And a bonus 2 points crucially going for Andy Rees. All right, congratulations to top 3. That's Andy. That's Rees, Adam, and Van Dorn. So, 30-minute race coming up. No mandatory pit stops. Same thing as the last couple rounds. Not sure how much fuel there is. I see somebody in the chat, but not too sure if you're able to get into the server if you're a driver who's already signed up. I did see you just previously join. So, a minute 45 to go. Make sure you have your setups good to go. Remember, this is a race straight to the checkered flag. We will have VSCs if we find an incident on track. We'll be very strict about blue flags as we're going to look down this race. But just to do yourself a favor, if it does come up the blue flag sign as you're driving, just let the car behind through. Other than that, final race of this DTM championship. We're going to be keeping close track on the points. So, Andy, you did get a bonus 2 points for the double points for today's race. So, we have the Caribbean leg, which was the 4 rounds we counted. That is Webster first right now, followed by Andy and Adam. Points are separated just under 10 points for that top 3. So, it's very close there. In terms of the entire championship, it's going to be Martin versus Marlon. So, if you're a driver that's on the championship, you want to see other drivers fight in it, you're more than free to let go of any other drivers you see on track. But overall, let's have a good final race here. And then, of course, we have next week's Dover. And then we close out CMRSC. So, yeah, let's have a good race out here today. So, as the drivers get ready now for this finale race, let's get started one final time.
Good luck, everybody.
Let's do this one final time for the DTM World Championships. As 6 lights go on the board, we will go racing here at Bushy Park. Great start there for Andy as Adam dives it down the inside. And he's going to try to find a move there. Van Dorn is going to try to catch up as Andy goes into the grass. Adam is your new race leader. As they go into the next hairpin section now, there we see Van Dorn try to take an advantage there of the Mercedes. It's a German warfare out here as we go through the chicane. Van Dorn slides it around the outside. He takes the lead. And now try to hold up the inside. Adam is getting collected there almost, and now the top 5 gets separated here. Let's go trackside, watch the action below. As Oliver, trouble for him, Vernon as well. But there you see the hot top 5 here, all going for a championship. Van Dorn in the lead, Adam 2nd, Andy 3rd, Marlon 4th, Webster 5th. Crucially, double points for these guys, so they're going to stick very close to each other, very competitive, all of them. But there you see Adam already trying to go for a move onto the inside there. Glued onto your screens, this is a race you do not want to leave your television screens. This one is going to be a good one, folks. Do not go anywhere. Just going to crank up the audio for you guys as Adam going a little bit deep. And there we see Marlon Young also running a little bit loose onto the grass. Allows Martin Webster to try to pull up now. Can he make a move down to the inside? No, he's going to back off. Oh, and Marlon runs off the track. Martin Webster sails through. Very crucial for this championship. Also seeing in the background is, Andrew Rupner-Ryan slides it into the bush and crucially gets right back on track. So there's going to be no yellow flags. Van Dorn with the fastest lap. It's crucial for the fastest lap as well, as these drivers go through here in today's race. Bonus points, bonus 2 points with the double points up for grabs. We're going to be doing live points calculation as today's race goes through. But as of right now, we're going to let these guys have some fun out here, because for the final round, we are getting a treat. This is what Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club is all about. Leave your television screens this... So apologies for that, just making sure all the audio is good in this race so we can go for the long haul, as we see Marlon Young, Martin Webster both dropping down as Webster in the grass. Webster just about entering back onto the track, and Young is gonna dive it down to the inside. Webster losing the position, making a mistake, and both of the X-Play drivers are losing touch to the top 3. While both Martin and Marlon in a championship fight of their own, will X-Play allow a little bit of leisure, a leeway to Martin Webster to get through, to catch up to the top 3. He is at a chance to go to Race of Champions, but if he's going to finish behind the top 3, he's going to lose that spot. Marlon Young knows that he needs to finish close to Webster to win this championship. He knows that. Meanwhile, we have Oliver. 2 BMWs fighting on as Bloch ahead now. Ferdinand. Fastest lap, 3/10 faster is Van Dorn that last lap. So both of them looking pretty quick. Rupner-Ryan finding some trouble. He's finding himself returning back onto the circuit. He is on the back straight as this race continues now. The Dutchman against the Canadian, who's found himself in trouble here, as the Danish driver, Andy Rees, starting to close this gap up big time. There you see the rear and closing up very quickly. Oh, bit of lockup even more. And Van Dorn, another fastest lap, so he is starting to exit the picture. We stay on the rear. Let's actually swap now. Let's see what Andy's looking at. Oh, and lockup! Big lockup there for Adam! And Rees almost with a chance, almost! But unfortunately just could not capitalize, but pressure is on for the Canadian! Both of them so close to each other! Oh, heavy lockup. And there you see Van Dorn still with the fastest lap. Another one to add. Meanwhile, Webster also improving his personal lap time, so he's starting to close that one up. More lockup there for Adam. All right, enter blue flags just with 2 cars behind you. Oh, and Ruben Ryan just about gets out the way. Meanwhile, this race continues. There we see Andy starting to look for a move onto the inside, and he's gonna send it just about, and Andy, oh, and he gets tackled down. The door is shut, and he goes sailing behind. Adam gets through. Hard-fought battle for these drivers. As meanwhile, Marlon Young is gonna want to get a move on here. He is not going as quick today's race. I don't know if there's something wrong or if he's just preserving the tires. But as this race unfolds now, we're gonna find out. All right, and just let him by on this next straight. Oh, and he actually gets out the way early on there on the curb. And that is more than okay, but Webster's gonna take advantage of this move, can he? Unfortunately, because of the nature of this circuit, that gap closes. And once again, Webster struggles to get past Marlon Young. Now Andy putting some lap times of his own. They're gonna have to start to regroup here. But all I know is that the crowd is loving it. An absolute fantastic race here. Only 8 minutes in, and we've got some great racing under our belts already. There we see Webster trying to close up. But it does look like Marlon Young is starting to feel himself around here. And he's feeling a lot more confident in that car. So he's going to continue pushing on. Andy, though, takes the fastest lap of his own at 52.228. So he is starting to put a charge of his own. We look on board with the driver in the BMW. We're gonna see what he can pull off. Seven, if you guys watching the stream, thank you so much for tuning in to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the racing so far. We have 2 more races coming up directly after this one, and that is your Radical Caribbean Cup Round 4. You do not want to miss it. Ten laps complete, and Webster looks like he's gone through, and he has. Martin Webster going through on Marlon Young. I don't know if it was a mistake, but judging by the position of where Marlon's car was, it looked like Marlon let Webster set off into the distance. So this is going to be a very interesting one now. Marlon Young just has to stay close to Webster to gain this championship. So as this race continues, the gap is starting to close between the BMW and the Mercedes. The Danish driver is now 1.7 behind. We're going to look at the lap time comparisons. It's a 52.794, 52.291. So Andy is pushing very hard, and he is slowly starting to catch up. Still closing up that gap, though. He has got about a tenth. So you see the grass getting chucked down. Personal best from Adam, so he's replying there. But it's still Andy with a 10th quicker. Meanwhile, more yellows come out for Root Ryan. And the leader's actually going to come through, but he's going to stay just out the way, so crucial for him. 2 exploit drivers just out the way, and there you see the Nissan starting to get going. Ah, no, hot tires! So just about does get out the way for the 2 Aston Martins to go through. But interestingly, for the first time, I've never seen the Aston Martins this much off the pace than other rounds. Could it be the pressure for these guys here today? I do not know. 7.52 versus a 5.51, so 2/10 still quicker is Andy, and he's still continuing to push on. But then you see that gap. Still there, but it's slowly coming down, and we're gonna see that next round go down between these 2. So of course, no pit stops in today's race. Still very crucial that these drivers save their tires. Because even though they see Van Dorn in the distance, 52.777, 52.604, 52.636, all of them starting to slow down on their pace. So, what goes on now in this stage in the championship? Well, we are currently doing the calculations of both series. Webster. Team radio.
Thank you.
I think Danny Nasir just got 2 blue flagged there. Wave arounds from Root Ryan and Oliver Blutch. So he's on his merry way. Danny Nasir, 6th position, 10 seconds though. Excuse me, off the X-Play duo. But now Andy has found himself under a second, a little bit slow. Out turn 1 was Adam, and this round between these 2 drivers have come a little earlier than I expected. Nonetheless, let's get this fight underway, as we are going to take this one to the skies. So, what's gonna go on here between the BMW and the Mercedes? They see how close the gaps are into the chicane. And into turn 1 once more. 3/10 faster.
Oh, sorry about that, Danny.
Buzz Adam. Trouble for somebody there. I don't know who it was. Oliver apologizing to somebody over the comms. Thought he did say Danny, but they didn't look too close together. And he's still working hard to close this one up. We're at the halfway mark in this race. And a lot of lockup there, going very deep, is Adam. Just gives more confidence to Andy to go through. So, crucially in the championship, as it stands, Andy Reese is 1 point behind Martin Webster. Adam needs to win this race. Van Dorn doing a great job, but unfortunately he's 4th in the championship. He needs to win this race, have these drivers do a little bit worse than they are right now. But as it stands, Webster is leading the championship by 1 point. As it stands, Webster desperately needs to get this move.
Lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely.
Martin, copyright! The last time we switched to Martin singing, carnage happened. I'm not falling for it again, Martin. I don't know if he's listening to the stream or if the X-Play shop is listening. But Will Webster on. He is 1 point behind. He's 1 point ahead, sorry. And all he can do is pray on this fight that Andy stays in 3rd.
Slow down, Andy.
Oh, he probably can hear me. So, Adam desperately needs to stay ahead. This championship all comes down to this. In terms of the overall DTM series, Young is still champion if he can hold on to this result, staying right next to him. It all comes down to this, folks. The drivers in the chat, I don't believe all of them listen to the stream while they race. But if they do, that's a little bit intense. I hope they don't. I hope they're not listening to my voice right now, and when they watch back this stream, they're gonna realize, damn, that's crazy. But 1 point separates Andy Reese, Martin Webster with, oh my goodness, this is incredible. Double points in effect, of course. 1 point separates them, just meaning that, oh no, trouble! Trouble for Andy! Oh, he hits the wall! He hits the wall! This is huge! This is absolutely huge! There is Webster, and he's gonna overtake him! No! Oh my goodness!
Are they having rear tire issues?
Andy Reese!
Thanks for slowing down, Andy.
Still
no problem, man.
on the throttle! Ah, trouble! Virtual safety car deployed. Virtual safety car.
Oh my god.
So, Van Dorn put down that pace down to 80 kilometers. 80 kilometers. And I don't know if you heard it, but Marlon Young felt like a kid. Felt like a child. He was hee his way, realizing that this is his chance to bounce back. Now, this is where trouble comes up. Alright, so luckily for us, pits are open because our pit lane here is working just fine. So pits are open for repairs, any damages. It's not mandatory to come in, but you are free to do so. So, top three is not going to come in.
Mike, both of you got damage. Serious damage.
Martin Webster doing a little bit of funniness on the mic. He's that's tactics, all right. Now Andy Reese does come into pit lane.
Adam too's got damage.
Sounds like everybody but you has damage.
Yeah, but my tires are dead.
Which
So Danny Nasir also coming into pit lane as well. So we're gonna let through lap traffic shortly once we get everybody together. So, and Marlon Young once again. I gotta finish the sentence. Feeling like a kid at a candy store. He is absolutely delighted to hear that a competition caution, sorry, not a competition car, a virtual safety car, has come out at a perfect time for him. But this has really changed the perspective of this one. Andy now, who was just 1 point behind, he still just needs to finish ahead of Webster. That's really as it is. So time is ticking down crucially. All right, so Andrew, you can overtake. So go get your lap back.
Andrew might be like 2 laps down though.
Yeah, well, we're only gonna let 1 lap through.
Where do I go, Rahul?
Where are you? You're just at the end of the... You're in position.
Yeah. Okay.
And Danny, you are not a lap down, so you're just about to catch up to the drivers ahead.
Yeah, I know.
So we are going to wait
Right there, I can see
on Ruben Ryan to come around and sound this one off. I'm not giving anybody hints on this championship. I am not going to go in that chat and tell them what the points look like.
Man, this lap or next lap?
Just holding right now. We want to wait till Andrew just comes around. So time is ticking. Very crucial. Crucial bit of time is counting down. With Webster in third position, if he can get a massive jump on this lead pack, this would be huge. All right, next lap, we will go green. So keep it 80 kilometers. Andrew, the leaders are just coming around the first corner. So you have a bit of time. Don't push yourself. So the drivers know. One to go.
Why?
What is... Marlon, what are you laughing about?
I saw somewhere running on this back here stuff.
Marlon Young is having a lot of fun out here.
Slow down, Andrew. Slow down, slow down, slow down.
Yeah, I got jinxed, I think.
Please don't run in the back of the Andrew.
You can speed up to 100 kilometers, 100 kilometers. That's just for the leader. For the drivers behind, just keep a safe distance. Remember, we're going green on this lap. So that'll be on the front straight. By the time you get to the end of this straight, there'll be no more weaving and start to close up to the driver ahead of you. So, crucial restart here today. Let's see what they can do. Single file, and get ready. Here we go. Green flag, green flag. Underway once more. Here we go. And there you see the X-Play duo trying to make it 3 wide. Webster down to the inside. Trying to go for the lead of this one. Van Dorn on the outside. Oh, it's carnage. It's trouble. Runs out of space. Is Van Dorn there? My goodness. And Webster leads this one. Definitely going to be looked at. Adam there in second position. Oliver jumped into third. And Van Dorn retires out here today. That's massively unfortunate. Where is Andy? There he is. He needs to beat Webster. But in this scenario, he needs to win this race or hope that Webster makes a mistake. And with Marlon Young ahead of him, it's so crucial. But restarted with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. And Ruben are in trouble there on the front straight. Gets it going. And we're just reviewing the replay now. We have a great shot. Of it down here, so you see Andy Reese trying to push on. There you see Andy really trying to get grips there. Really trying to push with all his might. Trying to get this one closed up, and there you see Marlon making a mistake. Here comes Andy down the inside. A little bit of door-to-door action. Andy powers down the BMW, goes through. And Andy up in the fourth. But Marlon Young still fighting on. We're going to bring the replay live here now. So this is it. The incident in question. On the inside, there you see Webster try to make a move. And it just looked like he barged him out the way. And Stewart's really looking at that. Meanwhile, so, oh, it's Webster! He's made a mistake of his own on the track, and he's lost out big time on positions, clipping Oliver there on track. This championship is still yet to be decided. Andy Rees trying to close up the gap. Remember, it's winner take all between Webster and Andy. Whoever finishes ahead. Oh my goodness, it's not over.
What was that, man?
Webster not happy with what just happened. And here comes Adam. Here comes Andy. My apologies. Adam in the lead. Andy with a chance of winning this championship needs to get the move done on Webster. He's got a great run into the chicanes here. Webster's gonna fight hard. It's contact. It's hard contact between them. Webster is sent off. Andy's sent ahead. And Webster, oh, collected by Danny Nasir. What is going on? Are you kidding me? This race. So many pictures change in the championship. Remember, still a point of difference, but now with a gap and 2 minutes left to go, Andy needs to sail it home. Whose fault was that, ladies and gentlemen? Was it anybody's fault? Indeed, I don't know. Oh, meanwhile, there you see Room to Run just getting out the way. But a controversial race. And now Webster just sent it down the inside. Nothing he can do. He just sent it fully all the way. And unfortunately, he came out the worst end of it. But 1 minute to go. Andy battling on for second position right now. In a crazy eventful race. Still anything can happen. Andy fighting with all his might. Wants this second position. Finds it. Almost. Oliver making contact with the curb. 30 seconds to go. Adam looking very strong for another race victory. And we should be at the 1 to go. One more lap at Bushy Park in the DTM Championship. What a ride it has been, folks, to get to this very point. But Andy is not done yet as he sent it down the inside. Gets the move done on Oliver. Cementing his face once again. Andy, though, of course, he has already won a championship in the IMSA Vintage, so it would go to Webster. But my goodness, what a race this has been. A turn of the tail once more. Adam, though, is gonna come around, and what a race he's done. Amazing effort. Adam is gonna take another back-to-back race victory in the finale at DTM. What a win, but it's this man. when you look at CMRSC,
Champions,
you're gonna look at the history of Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, but never forget about his story. Marlon's got it done. Marlon Young is champion of the world. Andy Rees is gonna take the DTM leg, but it's Webster who's gonna take the ticket to Race the Champions. X-Blaze soars to the skies, victorious once again. And that is an ending. Wow. Incredible scenes here. So many drivers to congratulate, but what a race that was. It's so eventful from start to finish, but we finally reached the end. First and foremost, Marlon Young. When we look at history in CMRSC, we're always gonna look at the greats. And you, my friend, have now added your name. And when we look at history, we are gonna look at his story. Marlon Young, you are champion of the world here in the DTM World Championship. 8 rounds done, and you're champion. How do you feel?
Excellent. I'm so happy. I'm happy it's over. It's been a long championship, but I mean, I remain consistent. Today, I wasn't really feeling it, but yeah, I didn't get a setup and stuff, so I just drove. I drove for my teammate today, actually. So, congratulations to him. Congratulations to us. We also wrap up the team championship. So, perfect ending.
A perfect ending indeed. You finally get that one championship that was looming all this time. Ever since you joined us, you saw Martin Webster get it done 2 years ago. But finally, we could say Marlon Young is a champion. It's got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
Yep. It's, oh man, I'm just enjoying this.
Celebrate it. It's all yours. The trouble, all the effort that you put in, it's finally over. You put X-Play on top once again. Congratulations, man. Incredible,
Yeah, man.
incredible
effort. Thank you to you for hosting and keeping us here every weekend. Thank you for all the drivers who came out and gave me a fight. So, I mean, looking forward to more battles in the future. And I'm sure it's going to be tougher from here, because I see some very good drivers on the grid.
Indeed, man. Congratulations. And we cannot forget about looking at how close this fight was. Now, throughout this race, early on, Webster against Andy Rees, the championship fight, after calculating qualifying and practice laps, it was separated by 1 point, meaning whoever finished ahead the other would be champion. And after an amazing race, so much effort, argy-bargy, whatnot, once again, Andy Rees, you are a 2-time champion, taking the Caribbean leg. How does that feel?
Man, that's just amazing. Definitely a very tough fight, and these cars have just been so amazing. Yeah, I already look forward to next year, and yeah, definitely some fast drivers here on the grid. It's just been a blast.
I mean, did you know at any time how close the championship was?
Not to begin with, but you know, slowly coming up to the end here, I started realizing that it was actually a possibility. It wasn't something that I thought would happen from the start, but yeah, I tried to just push here at the end, and it worked out with 1 point apparently. So that is just amazing.
Amazing indeed. Just massive congratulations. You've already qualified yourself, but to now become a 2-time champion in 1 year, that's just something sweet to go off of. We're so happy to have you here. And yeah, you know, I know Klaus somewhere is smiling to see his countrymen winning once again, but yeah, you've done an amazing job. Congratulations. Another championship goes to you.
Yes.
And of course, gotta congratulate Martin Webster. You are the next qualifier for Race of Champions, despite finishing second here. Because of Andy already winning a championship, you are also in Race of Champions. So, Martin, to see both X-Play drivers sweeping and going to Race of Champions, how does that feel? Now adding your name to the list.
Yeah, this feels good. Yeah, those guys beat me up on the last. I mean, I got them off the line, but they beat me up. I couldn't hold that pace, but it was a good fight. I know what to do next time. It's a learning experience, but gotta say congratulations to my boy Marlon. I hope Jarrell is at home watching. Marlon is finally a champion, legitimately a world champion. I mean, we had our battles in the X-Play game shop, and Marlon was always third best. But this time, legitimately online in front of all the people watching on YouTube, the millions and millions around the world, Marlon Young is a world champion.
Love to hear it. Congratulations. It was a hard-fought thing, hard-fought fight, but you stayed consistent. You are, I believe, one of only 2 drivers to have completed every single race from start to finish in this championship, and of course in the Caribbean legs. So, amazing effort from you. Congratulations on that one ticket.
Thank you very much, man. And thank you for hosting every Saturday. I mean, it's been a little tough for me to even get to race, being in the shop and working. And but these races, I was able to put at least one race in, and was hoping to get to do the Radical, but maybe next time.
Oh, I think next week for sure, because we're gonna go back to the regular start time, 5 o'clock. So most definitely, I think we're gonna see you in the Radicals, and of course at Dover as well. So can't wait to see what that happens.
For sure.
Congratulations. So we're gonna put up the Radical race server up. Right after I do that, we'll continue interviews. So just give me one moment. So what a race that was here. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We will see you in the future. Thank you for joining us for this amazing DTM World Championship. And that is going to end off the live stream there. Sorry, for the video that we're going to be posting out soon of that race itself. What an incredible fight that was. So awesome. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back with more action coming your way. Don't miss it. Radical Caribbean Cup up next.
Khalil, did you get power back?
Alright.
Can you get electricity?
we are gonna get back now into the interviews. Let's get back into the interview room here. All right.
No, they're not taking the bait.
So server is up now, and we're just gonna finish up now on the interviews here. So, of course, no credit lost. We cannot forget about our top 3 and a race winner here. Back-to-back DTM race wins. Adam, you've done it again, man. You are honestly turning a new chapter in your sim racing career, and maybe alien stats are gonna go into your name. But Adam, you've done it once again, taking advantage of every opportunity you got, and you take the race win. Adam, how does that feel?
Yeah, it feels good. I didn't have the best pace today, and he was much faster. We had a collision in turn 1. I don't think it was my fault, honestly, but racing. And yeah, I mean, I don't got much to say. It was a scrappy race for me, but happy to get the win, and congrats to the champion today as well.
Indeed, man. Well, as we look into these next 2 races out here, I mean, we saw you go back-to-back. Think you could do it again?
Yeah, I'll try.
Well, we'll see what you could do. And once again, I'll still take those earnings that you get for any setups that you use from me. But best of luck in this one. And congratulations on the race win. And in second position, finishing that race out, Andy Rees, you're taking the championship for yourself. But do we still have you on the mic right now?
Yep.
So,
We do.
P2, that was an incredible race from you as well. Take us through that one. How was it?
Yeah, well, it didn't go as planned, certainly. First time activating a safety car. But yeah, last like overtime lap of qualifying, setting the fastest lap, I was feeling good being at the front of the grid, going up to the first turn of the race, but I ended up washing out a couple wheels in dirt, which put me in P3, and that was the story until turn 1, where yeah, as Adam said, we had a small impact, and yeah, no fault of either of us, just racing closely, just racing incidents happens. Yeah, tried to work my way back up to Adam, took some time, but got there eventually. And yeah, I just I'm not sure what happened exactly, but I definitely spun out somehow in I'm not sure what turn it was, but yeah, trying to get on to the track again, just spinning the wheels again and again, just pumping the clutch, turned out to be less effective, and just burning up my rear tires, which spawned the safety car. But yeah, safety car happened. That was P7, I believe, the end of the train, basically. And yeah, it was just pure racing from there, trying to work my way all the way up, and luckily getting, I believe, last lap overtake on Oliver to make P2, which then gave me the 1 point advantage in the championship. So yeah.
Well, incredible effort there. We did have that heart in our mouth kind of moment seeing when you did spin out, and I think it just felt like so much dirt in your mouth when you heard Martin Webster just saying thank you very much for that position. It almost felt like heartbreak in that moment, but the caution just saved you, and you took great advantage of it, and you're able to call yourself a 2-time champion. So a great race. Congratulations on the silverware.
Yeah, thank you.
And in third position, Oliver, do we have you on the mic?
Yeah, I'm here.
So another podium once again. A little bit of a shame that you couldn't get that P2 there, but a great defense at the end of that race, and overall a masterclass. You definitely got that one done very well for another podium. How was that race for you?
Yeah, I think it was a really good race. I didn't have the best start, but yeah, I was just working my way up to Danny, and Danny was pretty hard to get an overtake on, but yeah, I think he spun out in the third corner, and then I got up. So I was pretty lucky that the safety car came up, so I could get up to the drivers ahead of me. And yeah, just I was really shaking in that last moment when I could see Andy's headlights in my rear mirror. And yeah, but yeah, he got the overtake on me, and yeah.
Well, regardless though, it was a very hard fight, but you were able to still finish on the podium, which is, of course, very crucial for just points in general to shift you up the order. But seeing how much you've grown yourself as a driver, race after race, so much improvement as well. So cannot wait to see what happens for the next one in the future series if you continue to race with us. Incredible effort in this final DTM race. Congratulations, another fantastic podium.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to switch gears on now to the Radical Caribbean Cup. So the server is, of course, open if you have not joined yet. 1 minute left of free practice, and we're going to get qualifying right underway. Also seeing X-Play putting up some pictures of the celebrations that are going on in general chat. I don't mind posting that out, so this is what is going on there. Lovely stuff there from the drivers. That's the X-Play guys, Martin Webster, Marlon Young. And that is what the game shop looks like, the arcade. Custom built rigs. I think it's another picture over here. And watching the stream, of course, so probably very trippy to watch a stream and see a picture of the stream, which is a picture of the stream and a picture of a stream. So let's get right back in to the action here. So championship is sorted for the DTM World Championship, but for this now this one is a lot more interesting, because now we are in the penultimate round of DTM. So just gonna get on standby for the moment here. Before we get this one underway, and I am actually gonna join you folks in the clubhouse. Hopefully, if everything goes to plan. And we are live here at Bushy Park. Here I am. So, in the clubhouse right now, so you can obviously see, we are just behind turn 1. In the background here, of course, prime place to make some moves around here. Heavy braking zone. We saw it. Crazy dive bomb at the end of the race there between Oliver and Andy. So, great place to get some moves done around that first turn. Pits are going to be open in just about 25 seconds. So, great racing coming up for you guys here today. But you see some marshal posts there who did witness the incident between Martin Webster and Van Dorn. Of course, going to be looked at after the race. But yeah, it was a very, very controversial issue that we did see, but was not penalized. Wanted to look at it in closer looks. But qualifying is going to get underway now, and we're going to see the drivers just about come out of pits. There they go. So loud they are. I think music should be going down on the stream to listen to these ones. Let's listen. And then we're looking at now all the drivers coming past our screens there. Reutener Ryan, I believe Oliver now going past us through there. So, qualified, about to get underway. It's very loud down here in the clubhouse. So we're gonna take it on to trackside now. Let's get this one underway. And let's see who is gonna get pole position here today. So, drivers, start up those engines and let's go racing. As we get ready for the Radical Caribbean Cup, Khalil is going to start putting some lap times on the board here, and we're going to watch him live. Just going to make sure the audio levels are as good as possible. All right, so lots of things to talk about here in qualified. Khalil Rickford and Jaden Harrison are back for their round 2 rematch. Very creative, love it. Sean, I gotta give you the most credit. Very creative, love it. Gotta give you the most credit, Sean. Thank you for giving me the idea once again when we visited you. For bringing back the green screen and making it a permanent stay. And ever since, it made streams look absolutely incredible. That is Sean Lee in the chat. Massive shout out to him. But we look at here the top drivers now as Khalil, fastest time, 56.812. Followed by Jaden Harrison. Jaden and Khalil, we saw them at Jamwest just 2 weeks ago. So 7 minutes left to go here. Qualifying as Khalil now putting another fastest time of a 56.796. Let me not get tripped up on my words, as there you see Jaden Harrison with a 57.055. So only purple in that first sector. Those two drivers are really going to be giving it their all here today, as we also see Oliver sitting in 3rd position. Marlon Young, I'm also seeing in the session there. Here to celebrate and continue on racing. Andy as well, as Reutener Ryan just running off the track there temporarily. So this is the penultimate round of the championship. So important for points around here. No champion to crown just yet, as Khalil continues to put that car faster and faster. Each lap he does, he just gets faster by the lap. And now it's a 56.677 to beat. Jaden Harrison now coming out of pits with Danny Nasir. Now the points are very interesting. It's Khalil with 54.5 points in the championship lead, followed by Van Dorn with 44.5. Then it's Oliver with 31.5. Adam with 29. And Jaden with 28.5. That is your top 5. A lot of 0.5s. As a win, one win is half the points you would normally get. So you would have to win both races to get your full 25 points. So, Khalil, we're going to watch on board with him and see what he can do this lap. Once again, hope you are enjoying the brand new graphic set that we've been working on for the past couple of weeks. We are ready to present it now to make the streams look just absolutely fantastic. Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, the best place to race anywhere you're looking for sim racing. And of course, we have our next championship coming up October 5th. So that'll be announced next week, September 28th, after the final round. Do we give any hints? Well, for our live viewers who are still watching us now, 9 of you, concurrent, I'll give you one hint. It will be GT cars. That's the only thing I'm going off by. So I think a lot of drivers are going to hear that and be very interested hearing GT racing. Well, what kind of GT racing? Well, I'm not going to answer that just yet. We still have a lot more races to go as we see both Nasir and Rickford going off the track. But if you want to get into the action for yourself as Jaden Harrison goes to provisional pole, you can join us. Pinned in the live chat. Join our Discord, get a part of the action. Jaden Harrison with a 56.613 against Khalil's 56.677. So, what are we going to see for the top 2 once more? We'll find out. Meanwhile, Van Dorn, not here in today's race, second in the championship, missing out on a bit of points here. But of course, was caught in an incident just towards the end, the final restart of DTM, and caught the worst end of it, put his car up for a spin. Collision between himself and Webster. Didn't even look like that hard of a touch between each other, but it sent him for a spin. That is just Assetto Corsa physics at its finest. Just giving us another reason to look at AC2 when it comes out. Or maybe even another different sim title. But it does not give us the opportunities to have these kind of championships. Jaden retires out of that lap. 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go. These lap times still ramping up as the track is put down with more and more rubber. As there you see Oliver spins out there on the curb. And he's going to take it to the pits. Very wise. So, Khalil about to cross the second sector now. It's going to be this line just over here. 39.4 to beat. And he is purple. But unfortunately, still a 10th down because of that slow first sector. So continuing to watch him now. And Adam is going to go up to third position. 57.876. Where is Jaden? There he is. Both of the 2 fastest drivers here this week, wanting to duel it out again. Who cares about the championship? They want to race. They want to prove who is better than the other. And that is done on track. Your modern day Verstappen and Hamilton. 2 master classes going up against each other. Jamaica against Guyana. So Rickford, not as quick this lap. So as Harrison, but both of them are going to come around for one final lap. And one final time each. Here we go. Khalil, though, swapping positions. That was actually enough. Take a look at the time, actually. Khalil and Jaden have matched lap times. 56.613. I saw Khalil go up the standing of position, but we did not get the fastest lap. Both drivers are tied. Oh my goodness. It might stay the same. Harrison can't improve. Rickford, no improvement either. This is one of the first times I've ever seen this. Khalil Rickford, Jaden Harrison. And oh, and Jaden is gone. Jaden's out of it. Checkered flag. Oh, and Khalil off the track. That's going to lose him a heap of time. He takes it to the pits. The top 2 drivers are separated by nothing. Wow! Can you believe it? Adam, final driver. I don't know if he's on a outlap. We're gonna take a double look at the live timing page.
I feel like I look at this race instead of competing.
And he's gonna take it to the pits. All right,
I
congratulations.
couldn't even put in a lap, dude.
Congratulations. You're top 3. Khalil, Jaden, and Adam. And I would like to also mention Rickford and Harrison have the exact same lap time for pole. So you can't get much closer than that. So good job for both of you for nailing a lap identical to each other. It gives Jaden the pole because Jaden was the first driver to set that lap. So it should be like that on the grid. Other than that, we should be on the grid very, very shortly, so get ready for that. Remember, 15-minute races. The top 5 gets flipped. This is one of the only tracks on this calendar, and Dover next week, where the grid is finally 2x2x2, so you don't have to worry about 3x3s anymore. So that top 5 is really gonna be a crucial point in for these races. So top 5 gets flipped, so 5th would be first in race 2, and first would be 5th. All right, folks. Let's do this.
Let's go, Marlon. I couldn't even qualify.
Danny, Marlon, chatting with each other. This one is gonna be a good one. Cannot wait for it. Fortunately, not able to... there we go.
Wave your hand, from you one number one. From you ready for the competition. You not take intimidation. Woman or man, we have no man. This is how we play the game. And we gon' represent and show them who we stand for. Let's turn it up and light the flame. Yeah. If you're not here to give it all, then what you give for? So get up and unite for your team. We'll give the best we've got. Hands up, right up, and play hard. We'll take it to the It's how we
Every man, every preach, every fan, every deal, every wicked, every soul. And the heart and soul and passion, and the culture, Caribbean knows. When people come out all nation, with the team in a unification. When the stadium rampage at the right stand, and the meaning and unification.
It's how we play.
Yeah. Support yourself, put on your collar. Rough like stone, we don't soft like butter. Them say the rough, we coming out rougher. So this year we have to be the winner. And the ladies 22-1. The man's in the party stand. Road to the Caribbean. Put up your hand, put up your hand.
And here we go, 6 lights, and we are underway here for the Radical Caribbean Cup. Let's do this. Khalil down to the inside, Jaden Harrison on the outside. Khalil trying to find a move up there, and we go racing. Let's do this. Already getting up to the action. Up ahead is Khalil, trying to find a move. Unfortunately, could not there on the second hairpin. Jaden Harrison leads us off. There you see side by side. That is Andy, and I think that is Oliver in the background. Adam trying to fight through. Remember, he won the last 2 races last week out, so he's going to look for a huge opportunity to get another race win here today. Now, Jaden Harrison onto the back straight for the first time. Khalil Rickford is going to start to follow through. And Danny Nasir already bringing trouble to the rear end as there's carnage there in the back. Oh my goodness, apologies for the button mashing. That's There we go. So we're going to find out what's going on in the background there. So Marlon Young, Danny Nasir, Ruben Orion, all off the track there for the moment. But now we're back on. Let's get this one underway. So Rickford's going to start to put the full pressure on to Jaden Harrison. Jaden just clipping the curb on the outside. Remember, round 2 of these two drivers coming together. So we're gonna see what goes on between these two because the crowd is already loving it here at Bushy Park. They know that round 2 between Rickford and Harrison underway. Round 1 was at Jamwest as Marlon Young gets it back going, and Danny Nasir now starting to move, both of them finding a bit of trouble in the rear end, but Khalil Rickford knows that back at Jamwest he was only able to get 1 out of the 2 races. And there you see fastest lap, 57.218, but 1/1000th of a second slower. It's Khalil right behind him. It's a race for the ages. Khalil was able to win that race 2 at Jamwest, and Jaden Harrison couldn't even fight because he had his own fight with himself and Van Doren. This time around, first race once again, and we saw the move that Jaden Harrison made against Khalil, sliding around the outside. And one of the best moves in Caribbean Motor Racing Championship history. We're gonna see what the sequel does here. Is the sequel better than the prequel? That's all the questions we got. So much to talk about here. But Jaden Harrison is not gonna let go. And he is gonna fight hard. He is gonna prove to the world why he is better than Khalil Rickford. Meanwhile, Ruben Orion bringing out local yellows. But as there we see Andy starting to close up now on to Adam. He's going to start fighting on his own, but Rickford now is going to start to put on more pressure. We look in the rear wing of Jaden Harrison. Now, 2 weeks ago, I said the entirety of JSRA is on the back of Jaden Harrison. Well, the entirety of Guyana is on the back of Khalil Rickford. Watching here today, the dominant Khalil as he slides his car around the final sector. One of the most dominant champions, dominant race winners in the Caribbean. And for the first time in a long time, he's got some strict competition. On board once again, Khalil now starting to lose a little bit of time, 5/10. So really, it's going down to whoever makes a mistake first. So both of them have to be on their absolute A game. Lap traffic is up the road. In the name of Ruben Orion, he will have to get out the way as soon as possible once these drivers close up. Another fight to look at. Don't forget about that final podium spot. Still up for grabs. And you can look on the map on the right-hand side of your screen. You're going to also notice where that P8 driver is of Ruben Orion. As this time, Khalil takes the fastest lap, 56.837. Against a 56.894, so they're pretty much identical. And there you see, you can also see in the background how close these two drivers are getting. But now starting to close the gap more now. Khalil starting to push harder. All right, Andrew, any straight you can, let the two drivers behind you through. That's for you, Andrew. And he is going to do so, and letting this race continue on. Meanwhile, Marlon Young bringing out local yellows. Oh, as he's in the wall, and he takes it straight to the pits. And he retires. Marlon Young coming out here for a little bit of fun. And Danny Nasir is a bit disappointed to hear that Marlon Young is out of it early on in this one. Race 1 of 2, of course. And Ruben Ryan, oh, bringing out more yellows, but luckily, 3rd and 4th. Oh, he's going to split. Andy Rees now. Andy desperately needed to get through, and Ruben Ryan is going to let him through. Meanwhile, the gap now, 2/10. Still on top of each other. But clear road until the next driver, Danny Nasir, which is already on the next hairpin. He is on turn 2. But nose to tail, Rickford and Harrison continue to be. Sparks fly here at Bushy Park. If you're just tuning in, welcome to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. We've just wrapped up the DTM World Championship, and we are now on race 1 of 2 of the Radical Caribbean Cup of UC. As you see Rickford slide the Radical onto the back straight, pushing with all his might, not really worrying about the tire wear. He doesn't care. He's going all the way for it, and I love it. Loving the action unfold around here. 7 viewers watching the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. 56,991 against a 57,073. Ruben Ryan, more yellow flags for him. He is on the penultimate corner. But now we got to start looking at where does Rickford get the move done. And I'm sure he's not going to wait till race 2 just so we can have a cheap start ahead of him. He wants a move done on Jaden Harrison. Question is, where and how? Sometimes when you look at Rickford and the driver ahead, you can just say, or just ask yourself, when does he get the move done? This time, it's how. Rickford, a lot of work to do. If he wants to defeat Jaden, as he puts in another fastest lap, 56.704 against a 56.800. And Ruben Ryan retires, not feeling the car whatsoever. Meanwhile, the gap between Adam and Andy Rees separated by now about 2.8 seconds. So an incredible race still up for grabs for all these drivers. But who will come out on top between these two? Khalil looks like he's got it down in the first sector. And Danny's going to get some blue flags. He is going to get out the way. Good sportsmanship there. Ruben Ryan back in the session, though, so he's able to get out of the pits and back on track. Well, he's still in the pit lane. So Khalil still finding trouble behind Jaden Harrison. The dirty air is going to continue to eat him up. And Jaden Harrison, a great job at keeping the fast King Khalil behind him. As we call him. An amazing job keeping him behind. But the race is still not over yet. There you see how close Khalil is getting in the braking zones. Very confident Khalil is getting. There we see that front nose camera to see how exactly close he is getting to the rear of Jaden Harrison's Radical. Into the second hairpin. But Jaden, great exit. Now 7/10. So Khalil, those tires are starting to lose some grip, meaning that the next opportunity you can find, you have to take it. You cannot wait any longer. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left to go. Through the chicane, starting the 12th lap of this race. 56.958, 57.056, another identical lap time to Rickford. Harrison keeping a great job managing his tires and still being faster than the Guyanese. So Rickford still having to find a way to get past Jaden Harrison. But so far, Jamaica very happy at seeing their driver on top. But the gap a little bit open now. Starting opening up. It started opening up as soon as we got to the halfway point of this race. And ever since Khalil is unable to be completely nose to tail, that is just the tire wear. And we're going to see it right now. 57.1, 57.2. Still a tenth down, still within a chance, but now he's about 7 tenths. Just down almost a second. And Jaden continuing to lead this race. Still keeping himself on top. And with no lap traffic around them, they're going to continue to push on. There you see them through the hairpin section. And now on to the back straight. One time, once more. And now into the double chicanes now, and ooh, was that a bit of lag there from Jaden Harrison? Oh, I don't see him in the session. Has he retired? Has he left the session? Oh, was it a disconnection? Oh no! I'm waiting to see if he'll load right back in. Has Jaden just disconnected? Still trying to find him. Yeah, no, he's still there. He's still there. We still have contact with them. So it's a massive lag spike. But we're still good. Jaden is still good. That was a huge worry. But the race still continues. 1 minute. Just under left to go. And Khalil continues to slide that radical. Last time out, he was so close. This time by. Final lap in the Radical Caribbean Cup Race 1. Oh, and look at the drift there. Call him Khalil Fujiwara as he drifts it around turn 1. If you know, you know. Through the next hairpin section, pushing with all his might. And I think Khalil knows that unless there's an unforced error, that this race is going to be wrapped up. What a fight there. Still pushing on. But Jaden Harrison, what a race it has been for him. Opened up the gap very well. And he's going to come around to the checkered flag. Jaden Harrison. Oh, Khalil trouble. But Jaden Harrison is going to take the victory here today. What a fight. And Khalil, has Khalil run out of fuel? Khalil coming to a standstill. What is going on? Khalil is stopped. Khalil has stopped. He's taking it to the pits. He's done. Khalil, what has happened? Adam is going to finish second position. And Andy Reeds is going to finish third. Khalil Rickford has retired on the final corners. What just transpired? In front of our very eyes, did he run out of fuel?
Bro, you changed back the fuel rate.
No, it was always the same.
It was 80 in the server, 80% and it's 100 now.
So, I'll look into it. So Khalil did in fact run out of fuel. But that is your race. Rickford runs out of fuel at the line. What a race. We are at shock of what just
You run out of fuel,
transpired.
Khalil?
Yes.
Yeah, I had like
Nice,
one
nice, nice.
extra left. I thought I brought extra.
But it is Jaden
Can we go
Harrison
back
who
to
took
default?
the race win.
No, in the server it was 80% and 80% fuel rate, and I set my fuel to that. For that.
But that
What if when he
is...
started his server, it went back to default 100?
I'm just checking now. But that is huge.
Yeah. I mean, on my fuel calculator, it says I have fuel for 4 extra minutes outside the 15 minutes, and I barely made it.
So, the first race coming to a close here.
So maybe it's a bit weird.
Yeah, no, it's very weird. Just sending a screenshot there. That is the settings on the server. $80-50-80, so
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what happened. I'm on the track. It's saved.
It's saying 80% for you.
Yeah, if you look at the screenshot, that's a screenshot.
If you check
of
my
the-
stream, it's saying 100.
Then I'll
If you check
check.
my stream, it's saying 100%.
So, an interesting end to the race.
Yeah, you better put some extra liters in there just in case.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm seeing it in the event details. It's saying 100% for fuel, which is very strange. It's set in the settings. I'm gonna have to contact the server about that itself, because it's, for us, it's clearly set at that fuel rate. So I don't understand why it's at 100. It should not have happened.
I'd say run a couple extras just to be on the safe side, guys. Everybody.
Yeah, indeed.
And it's not a lot anyhow. It's like 2-3 liters. I don't think it makes that big a difference.
No, but it's the fact that we're running out of fuel on the last lap.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah, but what I'm saying is don't go for the exact amount of laps. Throw extra 2 liters just in case.
Yeah, I'm very sorry for that, but yeah, on our side, we did everything. It says 80%, 50%, 80%. I'm really unsure why that did that. But yeah, I will have to contact an admin about that, so yeah, massive apologies. Because that shouldn't have happened. So, a sour end to this first race. Jaden Harrison has taken victory. You gotta let go of your microphone, Danny. So, that has really turned this race on its head. Alright, well, we'll conduct interviews. Still a really good race there. Unfortunately for the ending, but Jaden Harrison, a masterclass of a drive, and you take the race victory. Very dominant from yourself, but not without a long fight for the entire race. How was that one there, Jaden?
Yeah, it was good. I know, like, this depend very hard to pass, but towards the end, as the fuel burned off, I was making a bit of mistake. But yeah, it was a fun race.
Fun race indeed. Going into race 2, you're going to be starting in 5th position. How are you feeling from starting in the rear, in front of the behind the drivers that you were able to gap? How does that feel?
Just finish, just make a clean race and take my time and finish the race.
All right. Well, best of luck to you. Second position, Adam.
We only got 40 seconds. I would do that after. 30 seconds only.
All right. All right. Well, we'll conduct the race one interviews after the race. Then 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And yeah, so here we go. Race 2 after an interesting end to the first race with Khalil running out of fuel, retiring. We come up to the second race now. And let's see how this one goes down with Oliver and Andy starting on the front row. Engines are revving up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 lights. And we go racing for race number 2. Oliver there in the lead, getting into turn 1 now. Jaden out to the inside. Khalil gonna swoop around the outside there. Oliver leading now. And finding the lead pack. There we see them. And you see Oliver still holding on to the lead. Adam there onto the inside. And he's gonna make it 3 wide there. It's gonna be very dangerous to try to get this through with this one alive. He goes wide and he takes the lead. Andy in first position. Adam in second, but quickly fought now because here comes Rickford. Trying to fight hard now. And he is in third position. Jaden Harrison relegated down to 6th place. Not the best of start for him, but a clean getaway nonetheless. So we get this one underway. Danny Nasir put in a good defense on Jaden, but Jaden now on the inside. Gonna put a move down, and he is gonna get it done. Now Jaden up into 5th. Your top 3 now, Andy. And Andy, Anna, and Khalil. Bree's gonna continue to hold off, but Adam gonna continue to push hard. Remember in the first race, both of them were fighting for the top 3 spot. But oh, a slow exit, a little bit of a bump there from Khalil Rickford. He's gonna go side by side with Adam there's gonna try to hold off, defending very hard against Khalil. A good defense there, but look how close the Guyanese is getting. Adam is gonna stick to the inside of the track, and Khalil's gonna swoop around the outside. Slides in, pulls the switchback of dreams, and what a run! Khalil, defense to the inside, gets the move done. And Khalil Rickford up in the second position, but are we going to see a dive there on the inside? No, so he does not get the move done. Meanwhile, Jaden Harrison is going to capitalize on a slow-moving Adam, and Jaden Harrison has now moved up a position as well. Khalil, Jaden Harrison, now fighting hard. Together once again, and their battle can now commence very soon. Andy Rees leading this one. So Andy in the lead, but it's Khalil with the fastest lap. 0.6 faster. Meanwhile, trouble for Ruben Orion. He brings out local yellows. He's on the penultimate corner. But there you see Khalil. If he can get the move done early on against Andy, he'll be able to open up the gap and start to push, but it's trouble like this. If he's gonna get held up, it's gonna give a massive opportunity to Jaden Harrison to really close that gap up. And Khalil starting to struggle against him. Oh, but a big slide there from Andy. Khalil with a chance. Through the chicane, Andy is going to stay in the middle of the track. Yes, he does. Jaden Harrison is going to take the fastest lap of the race. Looking for a space onto the inside, cannot get it done. And Jaden Harrison, oh, in trouble! Jaden Harrison! Jaden Harrison with a free chance of fighting this battle, making a mistake there. Unsportsmanlike. Or should I say uncharacterized of Harrison to be making a mistake like that's so simple. He cannot afford to lose out against these two drivers. Khalil still held up, luckily, able for Jaden to close up, but Khalil Rickford has a good chance. Does he send the move down the inside? It's a very dangerous spot, and he's going to cover the inside, but he's run deep, but Khalil runs into the curb. Don't forget about Adam. He is just as much in this fight. 10 minutes left to go. Once again, down into turn 1. There you see how much turning that Andy has to do to make that rear end slide. Luckily for Jaden, even with that heart attack move, almost getting it wrong. Oh, he was able to keep it alive, and Jaden Harrison needs to keep this one going because Khalil has the move done on Andy. Andy went deep. Jaden Harrison needs to get the move done now. Looks to the inside, has the move there, side by side, onto the back straight. Jaden Harrison, the Jamaican, is just about gonna make the move done. But Andy's gonna try to fight back. Andy Reid's now gonna go side by side with him, but he's gonna go way too deep. It's not a move you can go side by side in, but now it's allowed Adam to fight him. Adam against Rees. Side by side, and Andy, in the span of one lap, has gone from first to fourth. It has now opened up the fight between Jaden Harrison and Khalil, 1.3. So Andy's gonna be kicking himself. One mistake at that hairpin right there. That was all to cost him so much. That's how much this championship forces you to be nothing but perfect. Any mistake costs you. These radicals so tricky. You gotta just throw them in any corner you get. Meanwhile, as this race continues, Root Narayan retires, giving us in the media pen, not his race today. And not his day to fight. Jaden Harrison, fastest lap of the race. And he's starting to push. Meanwhile, look how deep Andy Rees goes there on turn 1. He's going to lose a bit of time. And now Jaden Harrison on the back foot of Khalil. Khalil running out of fuel. Seems he was the only driver to run out of fuel, which was very interesting. Khalil not having enough fuel in the tank. I don't know. Either way, it leads up to this race 2 now. That honestly, it feels like Khalil starting from the back of the grid didn't even do anything because we find ourselves in a swap scenario. As now Khalil leads us off 7/10. But the gap is closing. Jaden looks to be the quicker one. 56.715 against a 56.786. Oh, is Danny trouble at the chicane? Looks like he's got it going once more. We as well have Andy with a good chance right here to try to get a move done. Can he put the power down earlier to get him along side by side? No, we cannot. And has to back off this time. Your fight for 3rd position. The final step on the podium. $56,901 against the $56,740 for your top 2 drivers. Now 58.294 against a 58.214. Both of them identical times. Oh, Andy once again going deep. Meanwhile, Jaden Harrison closer than ever. Let's look at that nose cam once more. Let's see how close Jaden now gets to the rear of Rickford's Radical. Starting to lose some time by the end of this lap. 57-0, 57-1. But just losing out on track. Still sticking close together, I will add though. As Andy Rees still looking for a move now. Still continuing to fight, back with the leaders of today's event. Jaden took race 1 confidently. Now Rickford, is it his chance to get a win? Through the last couple quarters now, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. $56.906 against a 57.225. So really opening up now. 1.1 second. Meanwhile, Andy and Adam still so close together, but Andy running wide once again. Oh, in the curb. Just about saves it, but that might be the final nail in the coffin. 2 seconds behind from one mistake. And Adam will be very happy to see it's a hold on to that one. Once more. 9/10 the difference. 3 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Can Jaden Harrison mighty up one more fight? Look at him. Sliding around the final quarter. 57.117. 57.132. That's your top two. They're running identical lap times, but in Jaden's case, he needs to be quicker. Needs to really start to close this gap up. He's finding himself in the slow speed sections to close up very well, gaining about 2/10 in that hairpin alone. Through the fast sweepers now. We continue to look at the delta. Is it going down? Now in the slow part. Jaden Nasir bringing out yellow flags just at the end of this back straight. He's got back going again. Gap now 8.6. But it's really on who is managing their tires well. And Jaden Harrison still pushing hard. Meanwhile, Andy Rees, look at that, 58.4 against a 57.8. So Adam caught with maybe a mistake. Now allowing Andy Rees to fight back one more time. Meanwhile, through the slow section once again, 2/10 building up. Jaden pushing up for one final attack. Short shifting as they get on the back straight. Jaden Harrison knows he's running out of time. How much time exactly? 1:40. But now he's put himself under 1 second. Oh, cut there. Loses grip. And Jaden Harrison pushing with his might. But he's gonna get a cut warning for that. But he is very much closing the gap. Despite the momentary cut, though, he's still on it. 1 minute to go. We're gonna get 2 to go. Oh, trouble. Danny Nasir, what has happened to him? He needs to get out the way. And he does. So, good on Danny Nasir to get out the way. But now Jaden Harrison with his best and final chance at can attack 4 tenths. Let's take it to the skies one final time. They're gonna get the 1 to go. One more lap. Here for the 4th round, the penultimate race. Can Rickford get his win? Or will Jaden get a move? Meanwhile, also a fight there on the front straight as Andy Rees goes through. But it's the battle for the lead we're looking at. Jaden Harrison nose to tail with Rickford. Many opportunities to get the move done. And staring close at this battle, there's still a battle there for 3rd position, but this is the main one we're watching. Jaden Harrison on the back straight one final time. Needs a set of a lifetime. Khalil defends. Jaden with an opportunity around the outside. It's going to go down to the line, folks, as Jaden Harrison tries to close up into the chicane. One final time. It's going to be a drag race at the line. Can Jaden do it? No, he can't. 88 thousandths of a second separate Rickford and Jaden, and it's Rickford on top. Andy Rees against Adam, and Andy Rees able to keep this one ahead. Andy Rees able to finish ahead of Adam, and Andy is going to take 3rd position.
Yeah, that was fun.
Wow.
Good stuff, bro. Good stuff.
What a fight.
You
What
two
a
guys
fight.
must be sweating, man. It's just a 10th between you.
Almost a drag race to the line, and
That's
Khalil
amazing,
will be
guys.
very happy. Oh, definitely. One to watch back. Incredible race between you two. Podium had some great fights all around, so I would love to start getting through interviews here now. Starting off, Khalil getting that race win there. It was very unfortunate to see what happened with the fuel. We're still going to look at, but it definitely does feel very sweet to finish on top once again here, and especially in a race that was a very close one to the end there. How was that one there, Khalil?
Yeah, it was a pretty good battle. I think Jaden might have a little bit more pace than me, so I think that made it a little hard for me. Yeah, it made it a little hard for me to defend, but yeah, pretty crazy battle to the end.
Yeah, incredible effort there. I'm sweating right now in the commentary booth to see what transpired. But yeah, incredible effort as they're practicing the long jump there for the Olympics. Already want to get off a quick flight up to Dover before Jaden, because you two guys have already had too many great races. So last week, 2 weeks out, back at Jamwest, both of you had a win apiece. This time, once again at Bushy Park, another win apiece. So, game 3. Who do you think is gonna be the decider at Dover? How do you think that one's gonna fare?
To be honest, I'm not even thinking much about the championship. Dover is my favorite track, so I just want to win there.
Cannot wait to see how that goes down. Congratulations on the race win.
Thank you.
P2, Jaden Harrison. Oh, so close at the line. Oh, basically a photo finish, and just under a 10th at the line there. It was a hard effort to start to pull back a second towards the closing stages of that race. And maybe one more lap and we could have seen you on top there. But Jaden Harrison, 2nd position in race 2. How was that one?
Yeah, that was good, like getting back up through the grid to challenge back, but my tire pressures weren't in the window on lap 1, so I went a bit deep into turn 2 and I just had to make a recovery, and like luckily Andy and Anna like held up Kyle a good bit, good racecraft from them, and yeah, just about catching back. I don't know how I caught back on the last lap. I just sent it on the brakes, almost lost the car, and was just right on the bumper, and I guess I forced a mistake and almost got the win. But that was pretty fun there. Good racecraft by Khalil, keeping it clean for the whole races. But yeah,
incredible effort. And yeah, going into matchup number 3, the decider at your home. I know you carry one of the world records at Dover, so how you feeling? How confident are you feeling going into the final one between yourself and Khalil?
There will be some setup work that will have to be done, but if I could get the car to how I need it, it would be very close.
Can't wait to see how that goes down. Congratulations on the second place result in race 1 and race 2 with the win.
Yep.
I should say the other way around. And going down the order, third position, Andy Reese. No credit is lost to you. What a fight you had there at the very end, coming out on the podium spot. How was that one for you?
Yeah, definitely starting like after the first radical race, and you know, Adam showed quite a lot of pace compared to myself. I think I also made quite a lot of mistakes. But yeah, that first turn in the double right-hander, or before the double right-hander, is apparently just so scary. I just keep oversteering going into that one, and coming up to the last few minutes of the race, I somehow caught up to Adam again, and he actually ended up oversteering out into the grass on that same turn. I got on his inside and I got in front of him, and we had a little collision after that, but he waited, so yeah, good on him. And yeah, just a last second move somehow. So yeah, that's all I could have hoped for.
Indeed, incredible effort. And just a little word on your third position in race 1. Just give us briefly, how was that race for you?
Yeah, in race 1 of the radicals, I believe
Yes.
that's P4.
P3.
And Adam came P3?
Yeah.
Well, first race I don't remember any much more than the rear end of Adam's car, so I'm not sure what to tell you. Yeah, just, you know, started close to him and the gap, you know, increased and then decreased a bit and then increased a bit. Yeah, just some mistakes on my part.
Indeed. Well, you're gonna have one more race in the Radical, so can't wait to see how you're gonna do. But yeah, say goodbye to a beautiful circuit like Bushy Park, because you're gonna go through one of the hardest tracks on the Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club calendar, Dover Raceway. As soon as you get into the session, you're not even gonna feel like this is a track. It's gonna feel like a literal park, just the woods. It's one of the most dangerous, the hardest tracks, but it rewards very well. So cannot wait to see what you can do there. We see you in 1 week's time. So congratulations on the double podium result here today.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So unfortunately, not seeing our second place driver from last week, but we're gonna end it off here today. Thank you everybody in the broadcast channel tuning in and racing with us here today. Appreciate it. And yeah, one more race, and we are going to be announcing our final championship before we get into the playoffs. I said it on stream, and I'll give you guys the hint here. It's going to be one more championship, and that championship is going to be a GT-related series. So just stay tuned to that. It'll be announced in 1 week's time. But for the finale of DTM, thank you so much support for incredible racing. Thank you to all the viewers tuning in week in and week out for just those 8 weeks of hard-fought racing, and we've all come to an end. So, cannot wait to see how next week plays out for the final round for the Radicals, and then we move past the Caribbean and we get back into going global with our races. So, we're going to see you in 1 week's time. Just one more week left for the Caribbean Motor Racing Championship in Jamaica. You guys are free to let through the session. You guys have to head out. And yeah, we'll see you next week. So what an incredible event that was. Incredible racing. That's going to do it for the penultimate round of the Radical Caribbean Cup. We'll see you for the finale next week. And that's going to do it for our recording there. What a race we've had here today. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to this fantastic day of racing here at Bushy Park. one of the best races probably here, and easy candidate for Race of Champions. Cannot wait till we get there. We're gonna say goodbye here on the stream side. We will see you 1 week's time for Dover Raceway, where the championship for the Radical Caribbean Cup will be crowned on that day. But I think everyone's more excited for match 3 of 3. Jaden Harrison versus Khalil Rickford. We'll see you in 7 days' time.